Tell me what your life was like before you died.
Before I was born, I remember who I was in my last life. And for me, it's one long memory, just like the past year is one long memory. So I remember it, but not in that I forgot and I'm like recalling it through Akashic Records or something. I just remember it all. And so when I was young, especially when I was a baby, I would go into the higher realms. I'd go into the causal realm, and then I'd come back and be in my body. And so I was always traveling into the higher realms. And then as I got older in grammar school, I would go into the astral realm. And when I had some abuse happen, and to escape the abuse, I would go into the higher realms and hang out there. And so I've just done that my whole life. And I didn't know that not everybody did. I remember specifically thinking that talking about it was taboo, and that we weren't allowed to talk about certain things. Like when I was little, I was in preschool, and I remember, I think we talked about this on, I'm not sure what show I talked about this on, but I see lights when I turn off the lights at night. Mm-hmm. To me, there's like millions of little lights. When I was younger, there were bigger lights, and they were different colors sometimes. And I remember seeing them floating by, and I kept reaching out like, oh, I can get one of those, because no one told me I couldn't. So I was reaching and reaching, I'd kind of like go right through the air, and then eventually I grabbed one, and I woke up with this astrally projected object in my hand. And it was shaped like kind of a toy. It was an animal head with a long human body. So the adults around me were like, where did you get that? Thinking I stole it from Toys R Us. You know, as kids kind of sometimes grab stuff. We have kids, like they're like, oh, like have we paid for that? You know? So I realized that it was like a bad thing. So I put it in the cookie jar and would check on it every once in a while, and it was there until it wasn't, and it just disappeared. So, but in that moment, I got kind of afraid of myself. Like, I wasn't supposed to do that, and they think I'm lying. They're like, where'd you get it? I'm like, from the lights. Get so excited and just think like, my parents must be having so much fun. My sister, like, oh my gosh, what are they getting? Where are they going? Apparently not. Or they were, and they just don't remember astral traveling. You know, that could happen too, dreams. So, because we don't trust ourselves. So I just stopped talking about it. And then I got sort of the next layer of that as a teen. I think it was 18 or 19, I can't remember, when someone told me that people don't remember those kind of things. And I was like, oh my gosh, I shouldn't talk about it. So when I died and came back, I knew in my heart and soul that I was meant to, but I was also like, I will share all kinds of things, but not that one. So it was a journey of discovering that, or more giving myself permission, that it's okay, I'm here for a second, it's not a big deal, and I'm gonna do what I'm here to do. And then as we get older, we really start caring less about. And I think that's also why it took us so long, because we had to get through that. I've already died, so the idea of like getting fit and looking my best, I'm like, I'm happy to be walking and talking. So perspective, my perspective changed real quick. So astral therapy is what I was doing when I was little. It's what I've always done. It's going into the higher realms. Only I figured out that instead of me going and getting the answers and telling people in a session or whatever I'm doing, why not come with me? Like, wouldn't that be more fun? So I developed astral therapy as a way for me to bring people into the highest realm that they've been incarnating in, or at the very least the astral realm, which is where most people go after we die, a realm of light and vibration. Yeah, actually there's other emotions there too. Yeah, it's not always fun. So I bring people at the very least to the astral world, where they can experience a little more of the truth of who they are. And for what I call higher realm beings, I like to take them to the highest realm that they've ever incarnated in and are accustomed to get reacclimated to their truth as a higher realm being, so that they can stop acting so human, get to work, do whatever they're here to do, write the book, write the song, put out the podcast, speak on stage, whatever the thing is, invent new tech. It could be anything. It doesn't have to be spiritual. But whatever you're here to do, the higher realm being that you are is ready. The human is the one waiting and figuring it out and having imposter syndrome. But your higher realm being, the truth of who you truly are, that part has the whole blueprint, is ready to go, has a plan, knows what to do. And so I just find it faster and more efficient, because again, we're halfway done here. I don't have a lot of time. So I figure it's efficient to say, why don't you, like, I'll bring you up to the higher realms, go experience who you are, let's go chit chat with your higher realm guides, your intergalactic team, your angelic realm team, your dragon team, whoever that is. You go get the downloads and the codes from them, because now this isn't secondhand, it's not coming through me. And then they download so that you get the experience too. Because I think, well, it's more powerful as an individual to have the frequency. Like I said, I came back with a new frequency. It wasn't just knowledge and an experience. So if everybody can like go up with me to go get the new frequency, the new light codes, whatever you want to call them, and come back down and then get your butt to work, because the world literally needs these people to wake up and start moving in a higher frequency, because otherwise the lower realm beings, and they're here too, are having a great time wreaking havoc on this world with all the, I'm not going to name all of it, but all the really bad things we see happening. The trafficking, it's terrible. It's all the people that are like lower realm, and Earth is a C average. So we all come here. Here's the thing, we're all one, right? So is anyone really lost, or are we just playing our role? So I think of it as like a person. And if you're a being, and we're all one, and we're one being, some people are at the level of the eyes and the nose and the ears, and some people are at the level of the knees and the toes. So the lower realm beings are at the level of the knees, the toes, the ankles. The higher realm beings, the eyebrows, the ears. But we don't want to cut the lower realm beings off because we need our ankles and toes. We want that. We're all one. Most people are in the middle because we're a C average planet. But even the people in the middle are moving up. And the people in the lower realms, we're all ascending. But the more the higher realm beings start to wake up and get to work and ascend, we shift everybody up. And that's why I'm just trying to get more efficient and get the people who are maybe, but the masses, you want to wake them up so that they start elevating, because that also brings up the lower realm beings. And the higher realm beings who are sitting here having imposter syndrome around like, oh gosh, enlightenment's only for Buddha, enlightenment's only for, I'm like, oh, good Lord, please, no, it's not. It's for you. He did say you can do everything. You don't have to do the wine thing he did, but he was a millennial, so good for him. But you can radiate the truth of your soul, which is simply love. You can do that. It's not hard, and it's not only for Buddha and Christ and Krishna. I mean, from my experience of it was being in a realm of infinite consciousness. Yeah. And so while you saw the guides and we could feel their presence and feel they were just beaming with infinite joy, for me, I was experiencing you receive that love, understand, the assignment on your soul is much bigger than you. It spans not just this universe, not just this dimension, but it ripples out into all the other yous and into the multiverse. But it was this merging of remembrance of saying, this is who you are, this is who you are here to be, giving you that, and then watching your consciousness, your energy, but more than energy, sync up with all of it and move into oneness consciousness. And so the highest realm was just oneness consciousness, where there is no one. And so eventually that's what I was experiencing, was just watching, witnessing nothing, just watching you, that unit of God's consciousness, return to God's consciousness, and then just be in the infinite band of love and consciousness. So that's what I was witnessing. When we die and we get all this stuff, there's no words to be like, you're going to do this. It's like, oof. The last part I do is it's a download, it's an imprint. I call it an astral imprint, where I bring the teachings of what they're trying to share with you through words, through frequency, and like imprint it with light codes into you, or they essentially do, right? I'm here, but they're, and I think the important thing is what you touched on, which is trusting yourself. People, and I had trouble too after my near death. I was like, did that happen? Yes, it happened. But even understanding that this happened, I still had doubts. And so I think the greatest issue that most of humanity is having right now is they don't trust themselves. Because if we could trust our intuition, we'd have a whole different world, and we don't. So part of it's giving yourself permission to trust yourself, that you are a higher realm being, that you have been incarnating on higher realms, that you're not from here. And for those, it's easy to go, right, I'm just connecting with my astral body, which is always here. We all understand we have an energy body. It's not just the chakra system and the aura. There's a lot more going on. Especially if you're from a different realm, you've got a whole different energy system from that realm, a lot of people. So astral therapy is essentially connecting your consciousness and your awareness of self, not necessarily physical body. You can stay in your physical body. For me, astral travel is not this phenomenon of I left my body and I don't feel myself anymore. No, well, you're welcome to stay grounded in your body and be connected to your astral body, your astral self, your soul, if you will. And then from there, we go into, I open up portals and we go through into the astral realm. And from there, we can go forward in time, we can go backwards in time, find timelines wherever we're going, heal things, clear things, get very clear, with you, obviously, shocker, into a lot of different dimensions. There's still a moment where we can choose. It's just there's too many people choosing the wrong thing. And those who are able to choose correctly, go big. That's the thing. You can't keep yourself a secret. If you're here to do something or share something, like, do it. It's important. But I think they don't understand the importance of what it is they're here to do. So I'm like, get over it. It's go time. You're asking what the Ascended Masters have to say, like, it is go time, or there's chaos. Awakening happens in a moment. It doesn't have to take time. So everybody could wake up right now. Or even if 51% of the planet woke up a little bit more, we would live in a different world. And it's a choice to trust yourself. It's a choice to trust your heart.
We are living in unprecedented times. We're seeing changes on levels that have never really been seen before.
We have been conditioned out of who we really are.
Are we really free?
What questions you ask, your life becomes an answer to it.
The physical world is not the highest reality.
But the soul never dies. The soul is eternal.
You can heal and never forget it.
Like it or not, you've been chosen.
Who chose me?
Everyone gets a second chance.
But when Spirit has a message to come through, I give it with love.
We love you.
That would be amazing!
We need to shift into a new mindset.
Come to rediscover yourself as you really are, infinite.
A completely integrated life, the physical body, the mind, the emotions, and of course the spirit.